Just my 2 cents on the issue. I think sometimes if you want to start like this entrepreneurship journey, or you have these ideas and you feel like super pressured of starting something because you feel like everybody who is starting entrepreneurship very successful, because that's kind of a lot of people that went on the other side of the journey that are already there. A lot of people, they convey an idea of success, and of course they deserve it. But the thing is that it can give the idea of that there is no like such a hard journey, and that's why I love Gary Vee. And I think we don't talk enough about the hardships, how hard is the journey, and I would love people to start shifting the conversation on how hard is it, because what the feeling I have, sometimes when I go to conferences of entrepreneurs, or when I listen to stuff online, and it's like they talk about it, but not enough. It's like the storytelling is not based, and it should not. When you're like successful in pitching ideas, it's not the goal of documenting the hardships and talking about it. You're here to talk about your idea, how you made it, you know, uh, what is it to be on the other side and stuff like that. But like, we don't have enough opportunities today. I think that to really talk about like how hard is it to be gritty, to be holding on, to be like punching hard even for the tough times, and I think that would be very refreshing, because I found it super hard when I started, um, to see all these successful people, and you're like, oh, he's there, that must be nice view from up there, but you forget what was the price that person paid to get there. We don't talk enough about the price to be paid, like the discipline, the sacrifices, the hard decisions, the not listening to the bad voices, the fighting the skepticism and stuff like that. It's like, I think we need more of that, and I want to do that through that channel, and that's why I'm doing it now, because I intend to be somewhere else in certain period of time, and and I'm sure that once I get there, my focus will not be on the hardships anymore. I mean, I will not forget it, but I think it would be much more authentic and natural when I'm experiencing it now to just share this now as I'm going through it. So when some people someday want to start something like that, they're like, oh, he's there with me, and oh, okay, yeah, it's not as easy as it seems, because when you see the end results, you're like, nice, but when you're going through it, that's when it's the hardest. When you're going alone and you're just you with yourself and with your resources, and you just have to make something. And I think we don't talk enough about this, and that's why I'm doing with this channel. I want to document that, and hopefully this video will help people who are doing the same path, because when I was a bit younger, there was a time, it was not entrepreneurship, but there was the same kind of feeling of going through a very hard journey. It's like I mean, I'm not gonna get into details, but there was a lot of family issues when I was younger, and I felt crushed by it, and I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, like in terms of orientation, and I didn't know what direction I should take, and I didn't have a big brother, and my father has been big time absent, and and I felt like I had no direction and didn't understand. I was like, wait, I played the game right. Like I did what I was supposed to do. Like people were telling me to do stuff, teachers were telling me to do stuff, and I followed the route. I stayed in the lane, and then now I want something, I can't have it because apparently I didn't do the right thing. Like what is wrong? And I had this horrible feeling of like I was caught in negativity. I was caught in this endless nightmare. It was painful. Like mentally, I was in a horrible place. And I always wanted to have someone to share this with me, to share the journey with me, or at least tell me it's going to be all right, to build that light out of the tunnel. And I didn't have that. And I kind of made a promise to myself that someday, if I go on the other side, I share back with people who are still in this situation, who are going to enter this kind of situation, so they don't feel alone anymore. We have internet, that's a great thing. We can just grab the camera and talk and share. And that's something I said, like, I wanted to help people with, because I don't wish that even to my worst enemy to be like in this endless nightmare journey, like lost in the middle of the ocean or the desert, and you look around and you don't see anything. You just you with yourself, lost in the middle of nothingness. And that's when you're alone. That's very hard, and I don't want that for anyone. And that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. Like, I want people to at least have someone who is there with them in the journey, and they're like, okay, maybe there is hope, maybe, and find that little kick that they need to just get started again. Because I think that's in this kind of moment where people, they press the exit button, like emergency button, and they just like give up on their project and go back to something easier or more simple. And thanks to internet, we have a lot of this, but I don't think there is enough to my taste. And there are some stuff that I'm not being told, at least the way I wished I heard it when I was in this situation. And now when I'm going through this entrepreneurship journey, I have this very similar um, nostalgic taste of this, what I had when I was during this time. So and I really want people to have this possibility of listening to someone who is going through it or has been going through it, and that they can listen to it and how hard is it. Because to me, it's like, I remember this interview about my aunt, who's a successful businessman and stuff like that. And I always had this picture of her, of her being successful and doing her money and doing her project and stuff like that. And then I'm like, I listened to her interview because I don't talk enough with her, so I didn't have the chance to have like this, very deep conversation and stuff like that. But I remember during an interview, she said, yeah, it's hard, you wake up every morning and then you have to solve problems, and then you have to unleash nodes on strings. Like, you come, oh, there's a problem, you need to solve the problem, then you walk and, oh, there's a problem. And then I was like, oh, so I'm not the only one waking up and having tons of problems. Because at some point, I was tempted to believe that entrepreneurship is like, you're smart and you have your ideas, and then you just wake up and you accomplish success. No, it's like you wake up and you just solve problems. That's just what you do. You solve problems all the time. And just hearing that from her, I was like, oh, so it's supposed to be like that. I'm not doing something wrong. That's supposed to be like that. That's how it is. That's the game. That's the actual situation of everyone going through that kind of stuff. And I think publishing more content on the topic and sharing more of this kind of story. And that's why I'm trying at the end of every video to ask people to to really share their own ideas, because we all have something to share. Like, I have these things. I believe that we're 7-8 billion on Earth. Like, every single person has something to teach me. Every single person has something that I never heard before, and that's why I'm asking all the time at the end of the videos, post something in the comments, share your story, because you must have something that might sound obvious to you, but that is not to someone else, and to that someone else, that would be something that can change a lot. And same thing for them, they have something to share back with you. So we have the luxury of having the internet in this 21st century, so I think we should all share everything we have on our mind. Yeah. So just my 2 cents on the thing, and let me know what are your thoughts in the comments. Anything.